So I started this vlog by watching the love of my life, Yuzuru Hanyu, win Japanese nationals. Very exciting. And I also decided to pick up my first book, which is Dark Dawn by J. Kristoff. And then I watched the ladies skating as well. My favorite also went there, so good for me. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we're doing a vlog. It's been a while since I've done one. I kind of gave up on the whole weekly vlogging thing, but this isn't just any vlog. This is a vlog for the 12 days of Bookmas readathon. Is that what it's called? I don't know. It was created by M from Bookish Potatoes and Catherine Zofrey. I will link both their channels down below. Yeah, it's a kind of bingo board style readathon. Anyway, so yeah, I decided I was low-key going to participate, and then I decided to pick as many books that would fill as many prompts as possible, so yeah. I don't do anything by halves. So my TBR for this is number 1, Dark Dawn by J. Kristoff. Then I think I'm going to try and read the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin. And oh yeah, the group book is The 12 Dates of Christmas. It is, as I said, day 2, and I'm 149 pages into Dark Dawn, and I'm actually enjoying it. Anyway, this is probably going to be a very short, not very detailed vlog, because it's going to just be me in my pajamas reading and also studying for exams that I have. I hope that you all have had a wonderful Christmas and Happy New Year, and or just a wonderful holiday season, etc, etc. So yeah, and I hope Santa brought you a lot of books. Santa did bring me some books. So I have City of Brass and Kingdom of Copper. I didn't get Empire of Gold because it's not out in the small paperback until like May, so I'll get it then. Then I got the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson and the Broken Earth trilogy by N.K. Jemisin, which I will probably be starting in this vlog. Very excited. But I knew that before I got onto any of my Christmas books, I had to finish this because it's been sitting on my shelf since like June or July. Can't remember, but it's been sitting there for a while, so I need to get through it. What else did I get? I got some like jewelry, skincare stuff, all of that good stuff. I also got a chocolate orange. I get one of those every single year, and I love them. And if you don't like chocolate orange, I disagree. My sister got it for me. So yeah, it's one of those little octopus things that you can turn inside out. It's so hard to do it one-handed. There we go. I currently keep him on like the angry because I just think he's cuter. And he's currently sitting on my V.E. Schwab's shelf because I don't know why, but it just feels right. So yeah, these 2 books I got for Christmas and they fit perfectly in. And then I got Mistborn trilogy, Broken Earth trilogy, and then lastly I got this box of giant cola balls, and as you can see, a lot has been eaten already, and I'm not ashamed of that. I probably should be, but I'm not. So basically, how many days will it take me before these are gone? Stay tuned to find out. And so last thing before we go, as I said, I'm nearly a third into Dark Dawn and I'm actually enjoying it. What? I mean, I still find the writing overly obnoxious and all of that, but I'm enjoying this a lot more than I liked 1 and 2. So I'm kind of confused. Like, I don't know what it is that I like more about it, but there's something. It's definitely not going to be like a 5-star or anything. This series just was not for me, but I bought it all. That was my bad. So I'm gonna finish it, and then I'm never going to touch it again. So yeah, I really need to I've never unhauled books before, but I really need to do that because number 1, I'm running out of shelf space. Number 2, I just don't need the Nevernight Chronicles and a bunch of other books as well on my shelves. But I'll do that whenever. The Nevernight Chronicles follows Mia Corveri. When she was a child, she watched her father be executed because he was planning a rebellion, and then her mother got sent to a prison and her brother with her, and then Mia was supposed to be killed, but she survived and she spent the rest of her life training so she could get revenge on them. This is the third and final book, and I'm enjoying it so far. So that's all for now. So I actually ended up putting up some fairy lights that I bought ages ago, and they were really cute. I also read the ebook of The 12 Dates of Christmas by Jenny Bayless. I totally forgot the name of it. And I finished it on New Year's Eve. I also had pizza and watched the Great British Bake Off on New Year's Eve because, obviously, and also the last cola bottle was eaten. I've also started rewatching Once Upon a Time because, I don't know why. And then I started my final read on the first of the new year, which is the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin. I've also been doing a lot of study because I have exams coming up and I'm not looking forward to them, but there's only 2, so it's okay. Also, I do not support JK Rowling, it's just this blanket is really soft and I've owned it for a while, so just so you know. I also tried a face mask for the first time ever. I've never done one before and it was honestly pretty fun. So please don't give out about my technique. And then it was time to take the Christmas decorations down. Hi everyone, so welcome back. It is the final day of the 12 days of Bookmas. Is that what it's called? So I suppose I will actually wrap some stuff up. I still have time to finish the 5th season. I have about 100-ish pages, I think maybe 120. Somewhere between 100 and 120 pages of the 5th season left, and I will finish that. And I also cannot remember what any prompt these cover, so I have to get my iPad. 12 Drummers Drummer, read a book with music in it. None of these books have music in them, but wait, what else did I read? But the 12 Dates of Christmas, people are caroling in that, so I think it counts. And also in Dark Dawn, there is mentions of like some sort of like theatre. So I'm saying I did that prompt. 11 Pipers Piping is listened to an audiobook. I listened to the audiobook of Dark Dawn while I read it. 10 Lords of Leaping, read a historical fiction. I have not done that. 9 Ladies Dancing, read a book with a female protagonist. All of the books I've read have a female protagonist. Yay for me. So Dark Dawn, yeah. 12 Days of Christmas, Kate, and 5th season, there's 3 point of views. All of them are women. Read while drinking something warm. I'm not even sure that I make a clip of me drinking hot chocolate. I have a poison apple mug that I drink out of. 7 Swans of Swimming, read a book that takes place on or near water. I think God's Grave is on water. And the 5th season, these are currently the point of view that I'm reading, is on an island. 6 Geese a Laying is read while lying down. I have done that. 5 Gold Rings is read a book with gold on the cover. I mean, Dark Dawn, well, it's kind of orange, but the 5th season does. Where is the 5th season? Where did I put that? The 5th season, that is gold. So read during a live stream. Unfortunately, they are in the hosts of this are in different countries for me, but I have been reading during lots of live streams lately because it's literally the only way to get me to read or do anything lately. I've just been really unmotivated and I've just been like scrolling through YouTube unless I'm like watching a live reading sprint, then I will like read. So I have been doing a lot of those, but unfortunately none of the ones that the hosts have been doing because I'm asleep. And then read a book that takes place in another country. Three French Hens, and 12 Days of Christmas takes place in England, so that counts. And then Two Turtle Doves, read a book with dual perspective. Fifth season has 2 perspectives. It has 3 actually, so that counts. And then the final one is A Partridge in a Pear Tree, which is read the group book, which the group book was 12 Days of Christmas, which I have read. So yay. So when I finish the 5th season, which I am going to finish it tonight, I promise. So I'll have done 11 out of the 12, so I have gotten a bingo, which is what really counts here. So yay, that's not too bad. Dark Dawn was the first book I finished for the readathon, and I gave this a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I was pleasantly surprised. I did not think I would enjoy it as much as I did. Like, I didn't love it or anything, but compared to the others, I really did enjoy it. It wasn't as if the characters or anything like that really gripped me any more than they did in previous books, but just the plot in this I thought was a lot better. I still don't love the writing or anything like that, but I found this a lot more fun and a lot more interesting, and I quite enjoyed the ending. I thought it was a bit predictable. I knew what was going to happen, but I wasn't mad about it. And I particularly enjoyed there is like a scene in here where J. Kristoff basically makes fun of his own writing, and I quite appreciated that, especially since that's been my biggest complaint with this series, is the writing. Well, that's not my biggest complaint. And then the second book I read, which I finished on New Year's Eve, was The 12 Days of Christmas by Jenny Bayliss, and I gave this a 2 out of 5 stars. Unfortunately, it was not for me, and it was the group book, so whoops. I did not really enjoy this book. It was quite boring for me and quite repetitive. I don't have very strong feelings about it just at all. Like, I just feel very meh about it, and I just really didn't enjoy it. I thought it could have been done a lot better, and all of the time while I was reading it, I just kept thinking 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elson is so much better. And even though it's a YA contemporary romance, but it's so much better, and it's a fairly similar premise. Like, I know plenty of things have a pretty similar premise to this, but 10 Blind Dates is the only one I've read, and I just kept thinking all the time 10 Blind Dates was so much better than this. And so unfortunately not for me. Also, there was a lot of weird grammatical errors in there, and I did not like that. And anyway, I'm on the 5th season now, so I'm that much from the end, but like there's a load at the end. Like, this much at the end is just like extras, so it's not actually that much. The first few days of this year, I've just really not been in a reading mood, and this is a book, maybe not the best book to start the year off on, because while it is a really good book, it is a book that you have to take your time with. And also, it's not a book that I would recommend if you're like trying to get into like adult fantasy or something. This is not the one to try out, because it takes a lot of brain power, I think. I feel like, because it's not as though there's a lot of action or anything like that. It's not like a really fast paced and all of this, but everything that is happening, while they're only small things and they're not very action packed or interesting, I feel like they're so deliberate, and I feel like all of these things that are happening are going to have consequences, and I'm very interested. And I do have a prediction about something that is going to happen / be revealed, and I think I'm right. Yeah, definitely maybe not a book for everyone, and you need to have the time to read this and like carefully digest it. But definitely good so far anyway. I don't think it's going to be a 5-star for me, but it's definitely not going to be a 3, so at this point I would say it's going to be a 4-star, but as I said, I still have 100 pages. Something really crazy could go down in those, so I'm not saying anything for definite. I think that this series could be just one that I really like. I can't continue the series though, because I have other books to read, and we're already pretty much a week into January and I haven't even finished a book yet, so I need to get on that. That is all for now. I will come back probably either tonight or tomorrow just to finish this off and tell you what I think of the 5th season. So I finished it and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars in the end, and I'll just put my Goodreads review up here. So I also started using CallPile to do my ratings, and I think I'm going to stick with it because it's interesting to do it that way. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.